Hi everybody, Lori here from Unique in the Creek. There we are. Say hello when you come in so I know that I'm not talking to myself. And right now I am going to do this really pretty blue. We're using blues for fall. Super popular this year. The blues for fall. I don't see anybody yet, so I'll just wait so I'm not talking to myself. Oh, there we got some people. So this is a kit. There was a few still available before I went on the live. So if you want to go to uniqueinthecreek.com and pick up this kit, it is really pretty. I decided to do a little bit something different because the blue colors are super popular this year. Okay, and I normally don't even use a square sign. I think this might be the first time you guys see me really use a square sign. So I'm going to be using this gorgeous sign. It says falling leaves and pumpkins please. All right, really pretty. It is an MDF sign. We're going to be using this navy horizontal wide stripe mesh. Okay, and look at this ribbon. Is this ribbon not fabulous? This is the ribbon that I picked out for this kit, along with a 1.5 inch, hi everybody, 1.5 inch smoke blue. So in the pumpkins, there is smoke blue in various areas of the pumpkins, and there's some smoke blue in the pumpkins. So I just really wanted to saturate this with some blues because blue is very pretty this year. Hello. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be using this ribbon. So in the kit, you get the mesh, roll of the mesh, you get a whole roll of the ribbon, a 2.5 inch, you get the 1.5 inch smoke blue. Hello everybody. You get the sign. We are going to be using the ring board. So you do get the ring board. You get 100 pack of zip ties. You get wire nippers. You get clothespins. And you have 2 cable mounts and 2 pipe cleaners for the back of your sign. And we've also started including a card. This card, all you have to do is if you get a kit, you just have to scan with your phone this card and it'll take you right to the all the kit tutorials on our YouTube channel. Okay, it also gives you instructions on how to do it and everything, or you can just type in this address below. That'll also take you to the tutorials. But if you scan this QR code that you get in the kit, it'll take you right to the tutorials, and just look for the falling leaves tutorial. Okay, so I'm gonna do again. I do everything different. I hate doing the same thing twice. So I try and change it up. Now, I'm going to state again, like I always do, I'm doing my wreath this way. If you get the kit, you can do yours any way you want, okay? Me putting this together is just a suggestion, especially for beginners. It's just a suggestion on how you can put it together, okay? There is so many other tutorials that if you don't like the way I put this one together, you can just go through the tutorials. If you find something that under the ring board that you like a little bit better, you can just follow that tutorial and amend the tutorial yourself with, you know, by substituting whatever ribbons and mesh I have in that tutorial. But you can just do it pretty simple, the same, okay? So what I'm gonna do is, oh, I just smudged my thing. Anyways, this is what I have to fix it. I smudged it. I might have to get something else to write, because I keep smudging this. Okay, so for this, I cut 8 pieces of my mesh, 8 pieces at 18 inches. So only 8 pieces. So the first thing you do is cut your 8 pieces right at the beginning. So because at the beginning, the mesh is nice and flat compared to the mesh when you get closer to the cardboard tubing, right? So you're going to cut 8 pieces at 18 inches of your mesh. We need 14 pieces, 14, 1-4, of our 2.5-inch pumpkin ribbon. And we need 14 pieces of 1.5-inch of the solid smoke blue ribbon, okay? So I already cut my mesh, so I already cut 8 pieces at 18 inches. I cut 8 pieces of ribbon. I have 6 more pieces of ribbon to cut. Okay, so let me just move this out of the way. So 14 inches, and I need 6 more pieces. Hello, everybody. So I'm using my Measure Buddy. I pulled it out, number 1, all the way out to 14 inches. And this ribbon is pretty thick. So I'm only going to wrap it around 4 times. Actually, I can do 6. It's not bad. 6 isn't bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? So 6. You need a total of 14 pieces. 14 pieces at 14 inches. Okay? And I just make sure the ends are all the same. Okay, we'll fold it over. And we're going to cut on the fold to the corner. Now I'm doing this all in one bunch, and it's quite thick. However, I have really, really sharp scissors. Actually, I should probably do it this way, because a lot of people don't have really, really sharp scissors. So what you're going to do is cut the end, or you can even cut it on the Measure Buddy. There is a slit on the Measure Buddy that your scissors fit through. And we're just going to cut the end off, or cut so they're separate pieces. The only thing with these scissors is they're super pointy. So they stick. They, like a pick. They're so pointy, they just stick in there. Good evening. And now we're going to take, I got 3 pieces here. What you're going to do, we're going to make really nice dovetails on them, fold it lengthwise, and we're going to cut from the folded edge to the corner. Just like that, and when you open it up, you have nice dovetails, okay? So you're going to do 14 pieces like this. So I like to prep all my materials, supplies, and have everything ready to go to and then put the wreath together all in one swoop. Good evening, everyone. So again, you're cutting both ends, and you want to make sure that the ends are lined up. And if you want to be super particular, you can actually cut, say, like a 1-inch angle. So put your ribbon on your cutting mat, put your thumb about 1 inch, and then cut from where your thumb is to the outside corner. And if you do that for the same way for every bunch of ribbons, your dovetailed ends will be the same all the time. Hello, everybody. I realize this is a weird time to go live, but I'm having mouth surgery tomorrow, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to talk for a few days. It will be really quiet around here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I needed to get this kit done. All right. There's one side. And notice I'm lazy. I didn't cut the ends here, but I'm just folding it over. Cutting from the folded part to the outside corner, and then it separates it itself. The only thing is sometimes your dovetail doesn't exactly turn out really, really pretty. You may have to trim it up a bit. Okay, so that is our ribbon cut. And now what I'm going to do with my ribbons, thank you everybody, thank you. So I'm going to fold my ribbons in half. We're going to prepare all, like I said, I like to prepare all my supplies or all my stuff and have it all ready to go to put the wreath together, to assemble it. Okay, so I folded the 2.5 inch in half. I'm going to fold the 1.5 inch in half. And the 1.5 inch is called, it's a new, this one's really wonky. It's a new ribbon. It's called a diagonal weave. I really, really like it. It comes in all kinds of solid colors. I think I bought every color. Now, if it would just come in, I'd be ecstatic. But it's a really nice quality ribbon that's not super expensive. I really cut some of these wonky. Oh, you guys are so sweet. It'll be fine. Just like I said, it's going to be quiet around here. Alrighty. So you're going to have to do all 14, fold them in half. And then the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my 2.5 inch. I am going to open up my 1.5 inch and line up the centers. I do my ribbon tails a little differently than most. I call this stepping my ribbons. So what I do is I have my 2.5 inch at the bottom, and then I line my 1.5 inch, the bottom of my 1.5 inch, right along the middle of the 2.5 inch. All right. And now what I'm going to do is pinch right up the center where you can see the line where you folded, and then you're going to flip it up. So when you do it like this, you are, whatever ribbon you have on the top will be your middle ribbon. So if you're a little OCD and you like to make sure that all your ribbons are looking exactly the same throughout the whole wreath, this is an easy way to do it. And then you don't have to remember to go back and which way you're pulling your tails and everything. So I am just setting that aside, the tails. So I flip them up and just put them to the side, and they're ready to go. The challenge box, not everybody's received their challenge box, but If you did receive a challenge box and you're really not sure what you're going to do with it, you can wait, because I will be making things at the end of the month, near the end of the month, with all the stuff in the challenge box. So you will be able to follow whatever I make. However, the challenge box is just that, a challenge. I'm challenging you guys to show me what you would do with the stuff in the box. And I've seen some pretty creative stuff coming out already, so I'm super impressed. I will mention what's in the challenge box next week when it's when everybody has gotten theirs. You know, the ones that live in California and stuff, they're a little farther, so it may take a few more days than everybody else to get there. Okay, so I'm taking my sign. I'm going to take these. I cut the twine off. I'm taking my stickers off. Okay, and I'm going to glue the cable mounts, the cable mount at the top and the bottom in the center of my sign. Okay, so to do that, to easily do that without burning your fingers, put your pipe cleaner into your cable mount before you start using your glue gun. Oh, you opened it on a live? That's okay, Jan. I just love seeing what everybody else is doing. Because it's easy if I tell you guys what to do and show you guys, but you know, sometimes you just gotta, sometimes I just need to get your guys' juices flowing. So I'm just hot gluing my cable mount in the center, at the top and the bottom of my sign. Okay? Now you don't have to worry about taking the rubber off the cable mount for these ones, because they stick really well on the wood. It's more of the metal signs that they don't stick the greatest, because the metal is so smooth. Okay, so I'm just going to put this to the side because we won't be using it yet. Okay, so our ribbons are done. Our sign is ready to go. Now our board. We're using the ring board, and I have preloaded open row 2 every other one. So you're going to take your zip tie, go in the middle hole, right above the number 2, go down, and then go back up and leave it open. Okay? This is what we call preloaded open. So we're going to do every other. So there is 8 zip ties right now on my board. Okay, preloaded. We are going to start from the inside and work our way out. Normally, I always start from the outside and work my way in. Like I said, I'm doing it a little different this time. I'm trying something different. Hopefully it'll work, considering this is a kit. Okay. Now, I've already cut my 8 pieces of mesh. So I have pretty much a little over half a roll of mesh left. And what we're going to do is you're going to take your mesh and you're going to bring together the end of your mesh. Just like that. Pick wherever you want on your wreath board, and we're just going to anchor it. Hi, Regina. How you feeling? I seen you went for your injections. That's awesome. Okay, so we're just anchoring it in. For row 2, we're going to do some poofs. I'm going to do some 8-inch poofs. I think 8-inch would be good. So the Measure Buddy, with it completely closed, is 8 inches. So if you have a Measure Buddy, just keep it closed. Or you can get a piece of cardboard and cut it out 8 inches. Or you can just use your cutting mat. So you can put your cutting mat on, pull it out. So I have mine on the 10 inch, pull it out to 18. Yeah, I think 8 inches will be just fine. And then we're going to push it back. So you're going to pull it out 8 inches. And where I'm holding the mesh, I'm going to push it back. And I'm going to wrap the zip tie around where I just scrunched it. Sorry, I have this loss of words. I feel tongue-tied today. Actually, so 8 inches, I keep forgetting that, but 8 inches on the inside row is 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, pull it out straight, that's pretty much 8 inches. So again, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, pull it out straight to the fourth one and then push it in. Hello, 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 everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, and push it. That's an easy way. I hope this is going to work. I think it's going to work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, everyone. I know I'm on at a weird time. It's pretty much everybody's dinner time right now. Now this mesh is quite thick, so it does cover well. So when I open up my poofs and everything, it should be fine, I hope. Really hope. Okay, so we're back to where we started. So I'm going to cut that zip tie off. I'm going to put another one around it. Now, if you don't like using zip ties, you can most definitely use PVC ties or pipe cleaners, or whatever you like to use for wreathing. You can absolutely use on the Unique Creek boards. I just prefer zip ties because it's a lot neater on the back and everything. And I like the fact that I know that everything is in there nice and tight. So you're gonna go around and you're gonna clip off your zip tie tails. Alrighty. And I recycle my zip tie tails because they are recyclable. And I'm going to cut off this mesh. Where'd my scissors go? Oh, right here. Oh, we have a lot of mesh left. Maybe I'll put some ruffles in there. Pretty mesh. This is a Unique in the Creek ring board, Dana. You can get it at uniqueinthecreek.com or Amazon or Craft Outlet, Trendy Tree, Deco Exchange. I think I might, let's see. There is quite a bit of mesh left still. Let's see if I can do a ruffle. Now you can save it and use it for another project. I hate having half rolls of mesh anywhere. So I try and use the whole roll in one project if I can. But I think I have a lot of mesh here that I can probably put some ruffles in. Let's see. So I only need 8. So I'll do 10-inch pieces. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. I still have some left. So you could probably, I did 10-inch pieces here. You could probably do 12-inch if you're like me and want to use up all your mesh. Yeah, that should work. So now I'm going to go back on here. And I'm going to go over top of the zip ties that I have on the board. This is where people like to use the pipe cleaners and stuff, because you can just tie them in with the pipe cleaner. I just find that I don't find that the pipe cleaners hold everything in tight enough for my liking. So, and that is why I use zip ties. Even if I have to use double zip ties like I'm doing right now, I still feel more confident of them staying in, like the ribbons and everything. However, you definitely can use pipe cleaners and stuff. Just going right over top. So you use a few more zip ties this way, but pennies a zip, not even penny a zip tie. Okay, so I have my ribbon tails ready to go. And the only thing I'm going to add that I wasn't going to add is these ruffles. So I'm going to take my 10-inch piece that I just cut. The finished serged edge are on the right and left side of me, the tattoo being my right side. And all I'm going to do is scrunch up the middle. Oh, actually, maybe we'll do a kerfuffle. Yeah, so curl up. I'm going to do a kerfuffle. So you just fold the bottom side up, still have the serged edge, the top coming down, and it makes like an envelope. And when you do it like this, you're basically just hiding any fray that may happen because we didn't heat seal this mesh or anything, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this right on top and ribbon tails. Oh, I want it to go this way. And I'm just going to go around with the zip tie. Oh, that looks cute. Perfect. That's going to look fabulous. It's pretty amazing what you can do with one roll of mesh. So I'm going to do the next one again. Okay, just putting it right on the center, grabbing my ribbon tail that I folded and putting the middle of the ribbon tail right in the middle of that mesh ruffle with the tails going outwards, and pull it tight. Actually, I do love my kerfuffle. I do love my kerfuffle. It's a very easy fold because I really hate heat sealing, but I also really hate strings on my mesh. So this does both, hides it. I did send out a notification. Ooh, this one looks so pretty. Hello from Livingston, Texas. So I will have to add to the beginning of the video, when I edit the video for YouTube, I will add that I cut some 8-10 inch pieces, because I think I really like the look of that. It's nice and full. So by preparing all our stuff, you can see how fast we go. Just scrunching up our thing. We've already pre-folded our ribbons, and it's just pretty much slapping it all together. Yeah, the ribbon is very pretty. It matches the sign so perfectly. All right, 2 more of these, and then we're on to the outside. Oh shoot, I was supposed to. I had 2 X's on my, oh my God. I had 2 X's on the ring that I wasn't going to put ribbon tails because it's going to be behind the sign. So it's kind of a waste of ribbon tails. But I put tails there anyway because I'm a goober. Oh well. If you want to save a little bit on your ribbon, we're going to put the sign, where's my top? I'm going to be putting the sign kind of catty corner over here. Like that. So there's 2 ribbons. Don't worry about it. It's 2 ribbons you won't really see, so that's okay. Well, welcome. Thanks for watching, Dana. I am Lori. If anybody doesn't know me, I am going to have to cut 2 more pieces of this. I'm the owner and inventor of the UITC boards. And I make all the lovely things on them. All right, so we are done that row. We're going to go around and clip all our zip tie tails off. Oh, and you will get the little wire nippers. I don't even have a pair here, do I? I don't even know where they went. You get the wire nippers. Oh, here they are. So what you're going to do is, with how to use them, you just go down right to the head of the zip tie and squeeze, and it'll cut for you. Or you can be lazy like some of us, and we use a zip tie gun where you put the tail of the zip tie right through the slot of the gun, and it tightens and cuts it all in one swoop. So you take a little more time putting zip ties in. However, in the end, you don't have to go around and cut off the pipe cleaners ends and tuck them in and all that stuff. Okay, so that's our inner row done. So I'll flip it over. We did row 2, every other one, okay? We did poofs, then I put a ruffle on plus some ribbon tails. And now what I'm gonna do is on row 1, which is the outer ring, I am going to be using this hole on row 1 to the outside of the board and doing a ruffle with a set of tails every other. So if there's a zip tie here, we're not going to be using this one. So we're going to be doing here, 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 all the way around. So opposite what we did in row 1. Okay? So what I'm going to do, and I knew I was, see, this is the way, doing row 2 is the easy way so you don't wreck all your tails. However, why I always start on row 1 is because you guys can't really see now what I'm going to be doing, right? So I'll try and show you. So I'm going to put my zip tie down the hole to the outside of the board. Now we did cut 8 pieces at 18 inches at the beginning of the video. Okay, I'm going to just fold it in just a little bit, curl up. Okay, we have this 18-inch piece, and I'm going to scrunch right down the middle. And then when I come to near the end, I'm just going to fold it in just like that. So we're basically the end, the part where we're cutting, where we cut is inside so we don't see any fray. Okay, and I'm going to flip it over so that the cut part right here is facing down and you don't see it. And then I'm going to put this ruffle right where my center is, right on the board. Then I'm going to take ribbon tail, put it right on, and then come around the middle. Just like that. Yes, we did, Sheila. So we have ribbon tails all the way around. Okay, so it's going to make a really big looking wreath. Like the wreath is going to look large. However, we didn't put a lot of stuff in it. It's just appearing that way. So we went right here. There's the inner one. So I'm going to go right here and do the exact same. Put my zip tie in, or you can use your pipe cleaner. I did do kerfuffles over the poops, just to, I had mesh left over. You can also just put a clothespin, flip it over, put the clothespin at the top, and then scrunch. Now when you do it this way compared to a kerfuffle, this way it fans a lot bigger. No, the ruffle is in the same hole, like the ruffle I did on the inside one is in the same hole as I did the poofs. Now, I don't know why I started like this. You may want to do row 1 first. I normally do. Thought I would try something different. It is working nicely though. Look, I'm not squishing any of my ribbons. Ooh, that is pretty. How pretty that is. This mesh is gorgeous too. All right, next one. So we went right there. We're skipping that one. We're going this one. Still, I only used 1 roll of mesh. Not even a full roll. I still have some left. Okay, so you make kind of a big ruffle. We're flipping it over so that cut edge is down. In the center, I'm kind of flipping it so you can see how the ruffle is going outwards, right? Putting it the center right on the board in between the zip tie. Put your tail where you folded it, and then zip tie the whole thing. Doing this upside down so that you guys can see. So as you, my throat's getting dry. As you can see, when you do step your ribbons, like I do, the smoke blue one is always in the center. So if you want the pumpkins in the center, you would put the pumpkins on the top for the step. It's navy blue. It's not purple. I was thinking the same thing on my screen. It looked a little bit dark purple. I think I'm getting sick. Of course I'm getting sick because I have surgery tomorrow. Know why I did row 2 first. I have mouth surgery again tomorrow. You can also, if you want, if you're struggling, you can just put your ribbon tails right on top of the center there, just like that, and then put the whole thing on your board. It's a little bit easier that way. Before I do it really, really tight, I like to make sure my ribbon tails are the same length. They're even. I keep fixing these. I'm going to fix them a million times by the time the wreath is all done anyways. So what I meant by stepping, if you wanted the pumpkin, if you want the pumpkin ribbon in the center, what you can do is take your 1.5 inch, put it down on the bottom, put your 2.5 inch right along the middle of the 1.5 inch, the bottom there, scrunch up, flip it, and there you got the pumpkin in the middle instead of the solid blue one. But I'm going to keep it the same all the way around, and we're almost done. You have a mouth surgery too? Yeah. Not fun. It's okay, they knocked me out though. So. This is getting pretty big, isn't it? So we're skipping. So you're doing 8 on row 1 and 8 on row 2. Ooh, I have to cut more ribbon. So we cut 14-inch pieces. I need 2 more. I did mark 2 X's on my board that were going to be behind the sign. I was just going to save some ribbon. And I put ribbon there anyways because I forgot. So. Carlotta, I have a ton of kits coming out. Winter themed, we'll have poinsettias, white and red poinsettia kits. They're pretty fabulous. If you want to look on my YouTube channel, Unique in the Creek, under large board, I've done quite a few winter flower wreaths, and we also have a winter rose. Now I did come out with a kit in July for Christmas in July. I do have the kit coming out again, I think in October. So if you want to do a winter rose, it's really pretty. And I was going to do just a solid blue bow. I might still do just a small one. And we still have quite a bit of ribbon left. I have like still about a half a roll. So like it said, it does look like we're using a lot, but we're really not. Okay, let's continue. We have 2 more pieces. So you can take your mesh, we'll put on our ribbon right in the center and put the whole thing right on the board. And do our zip tie around it. So you want to face your ribbon tails and your mesh going towards the outside. Yeah, the pumpkin ribbon is so pretty. It matches the sign perfectly. All right, one more piece. I flipped around. Come on, Laura. I will never do row 2 first again. I was trying to do something different. It is much easier to do row 1 first and then row 2. Lesson learned. You did the row, you finally made a row. And that's it, we're done. Okay. We are done. Now we're going to put the sign on, which is going to make me sweat. I don't know why I'm bothering fixing the ribbons. Anyways, there's the back. Let's see how big this is. The blue is amazing. It's not purple, if anybody's seeing, looking at it thinking it's purple. It's really not. So the wreath measures, actually, that's pretty good size, 24 inches. That's a great size for a door. Okay. Now, my sign, I'm going to be putting it kind of kitty corner, sideways. You can put it in the middle if you want. Actually, it would probably look really good in the middle. Just like that. Maybe that's what I'll do. I was going to do it on the side and put a bow here. But I think I kind of like it in the middle. I don't know what you guys think. I have to fix these tails, of course. Now I'm just going to go around and kind of push these out. I know these colors are really pretty. I don't know if they're showing up really well on the camera. I hope so, because the blue is really, really nice, and it's super popular this year. Blues for fall. Middle? Yeah, I'm thinking the middle too. I could do it a little higher and put a small bow right there. I was actually going to do it to the side here and put a bow right here. Just a blue bow. But I think I like it like that. So we're just going to go down. Now this is going to be the tricky part. Signs suck. So I'm going to find this top right here. Okay. Where I'm going to be putting my pipe cleaners. This is your 2 hanging holes. This is the direct center. Okay, direct center. The top pipe cleaners are going to go in here, the bottom ones here. That way our sign is completely in the middle and there's no guessing. Okay, that's what's nice about these. So get the top. Now this might be tricky, or it might not. Actually, it won't. Now, once you get it through, just tighten it just a little. Don't pull it right down until you, because you need to get the other one in. So there's the top. And then I'm going directly down. And I'll flip it over so you guys can see where I've gone. And then we'll pull all our ribbon tails out properly. Actually, what do you guys think if I put the sign just a little bit higher near the top and put a bow down here? No? Yeah? If I just do it here, I can finish the live. Okay, so what I'm doing on the back is I'm just kind of pulling it until I can feel some resistance, and then just twisting the pipe cleaner. Okay? And then what I'm going to do is just go back down the hole with the ends of the pipe cleaner. There we go. So nice and neat. I'm going to do the same thing up here. Just pull it till you feel some resistance. Yes, Bo? Now you guys all say that already. Let's see if I can figure something out. There we go. Now that sign's on there really well. Make sure all our mesh is pulled out while it's upside down already. So you can see how my mesh is going outwards. It's giving that appearance of a large wreath. And you want a pretty sizable base when you're using a square sign. It's like 10-inch square sign, so you want a fairly good base. Oh, that is pretty. Look how pretty that is. I don't know, should I have the ribbons going to the side? I don't know.
I'm not a ribbon wreath person. I prefer flower wreaths because I hate fixing the ribbon tails all the time. And I know my kids screw around with me and squish my ribbon tails on my door, so I have to fix them all the time. Anyways, so you're just going to go around and fix your tails however you want to pretty them up. And it matches so perfectly. And then the navy blue mesh is just kind of peeking out. I don't know if I need a, I was thinking of putting a bow there, but I guess I could put a little one. Some of these. We did those kerfuffles. I forgot we put kerfuffles. That's why I wasn't going to put it, because I was just going to do poofs. But I forgot we did some kerfuffles. Just pull some of it up from behind the sign so you can actually see it. Pretty. All right, I'll have to fix these again, like a million times, because I'll do it again when I put it on the door to take the picture. So you guys think I should just put a small, I'll do one anyways. Let's just put a small bow at the side here maybe, or at the bottom. Turn this around so you guys can see. This and putting the sign on is I hate this. Trying to straighten out the ribbon tails to make them look pretty, and putting the sign are two pains in the butt. There we go. That looks really nice. What do you guys think? Not bad. My first time using a square sign. So I think I did okay. It's pretty, isn't it? The blues with the smoke. I think I like it. So let's just we can put a small bow. I have lots of ribbon left over. Just maybe at the bottom. I got my bow maker here. It is, I like it, it's pretty. I was like, blue for fall, but everybody's doing blue. And I thought, okay. And it's nice. All right, I think I'm just going to use the 1.5 inch for my bow. So I do, like I said, I have half a roll still left over of the 2.5 inch. And then I'm just going to do a simple bow we'll put at the bottom. And then the nice thing with this ribbon as well, there's a lot of this left too. It's the same on both sides, so you do not have to do the twist. Oh, dude. 6 inch. 6 inch loops, sure. So normally you do the twist and everything. This one you don't have to. Yes, and I also have the sage. We do have some fabulous kits, guys. Right now, we are focusing on the Pinners Convention that is at the end of this month. So I've been doing a lot of work for that lately. I'll just do a 3-loop bow. And I've done them 6 inches. Ooh, really? You could actually even put, if you Mod Podge, I might do that. If you Mod Podge, take a paintbrush and Mod Podge, like a little bit of Mod Podge, you know, say maybe on the berries. And then while the Mod Podge is wet, you can sprinkle the diamond dust and you can give your sign a little bit of glitter. If you'd like to do that, that'll be cool. Just put it maybe on the, or even on the pips, maybe. I don't know. I just love glitter. What am I doing at Pinners? I'm presenting. And we have a booth. I will be there. Dave will be there. Michelle from Monkeys Creations will be there. Dre from Andrea Brown from Ranch House Wreath. Her crew is going to be there. It's in Fort Worth, Texas. September 30th. September 30th to October 1st. I know, glitter, right? Just a little bit. And you can put glitter wherever you want it. I wish I made my tail longer. I'm going to do a fancy loop. Oh shoot, I gotta go. I have VIP group tonight in half an hour. I forgot. All right, I'm gonna take, bow kind of looks sad right now, but I'm gonna take a zip tie, go around inside that loop, do it up, and I'll put a pipe cleaner. So I flip the zip tie around to the back, put a pipe cleaner through, and tighten it up. So I could have probably did longer tails or a few more loops. It's kind of wasted a little bit of ribbon here because I'll probably never use this ribbon. There's probably about 24 inches left. Oh well. So I'm just going to dovetail these. Oh, they're not the same length. Duh. Okay, now I'm going to just put it like right there. Probably didn't need it, but I'm just going to go down the center, right where I put the sign. Oh, I forgot I tucked in those. Yeah, we need to untuck those so I can see the hole. I had like yarn needles, darning needles or whatever they're called. They help a lot with the trying to get pipe cleaners in, not just for Unique and Creek boards, but for any wreaths, grapevines and stuff like that. Alright, got it. Now I don't want to pull it right in. Give it a twist. again, and then bring those back again. Alrighty. Really didn't need a bow, but yeah, that's a lot of ribbon in a wreath, but some people like it. I'm more of a simplest. I like more simple wreaths. But anyways, you can put a simple little bow just like that. Bring it up so it's kind of over your sign. Okay, don't have it stuck where you know, the loops are underneath your thing. Don't be scared to put your ribbon overlapping. You can roll these if you want. I just kind of like to curl them outwards like that. And then of course we have to fix our ribbons and tails again. Anyways, there you go. You can add a bow. You don't have to add a bow. It's totally up to you. Actually, it kind of looks really nice, doesn't it? With the bow. All right, guys. Thanks for watching and joining me and having a little chit chat with me. I will post a picture when it's completed, and then I will edit the video on YouTube, so you'll be able to find the replay on YouTube with it edited and not so much of my jabbering on. Oh, we got to put a hanger on it. You just use the 2 holes in the back. Down one, down the other, and there we go. Okay? It's very pretty. It is. I did not know, because I kind of went out of my comfort zone on this one. I would really highly recommend not doing row 2 first. Do row 1 first. Yeah, you could use the extra little bit of ribbon for a hanger. That would be really cute too, instead of wasting it. So it's totally up to you guys. Anyways, thanks for joining me, and VIPs, I will see you in half an hour. Thanks, everybody.